Every test in life makes us bitter or better. Every problem comes to make us or break us. And also, the choice is ours to become victims or to become victorious. That tells us that life is all about us. Those decisions that we make shape what we want to be. They shape our dreams. They shape our views. They shape what we dream about. And also, they shape what we also want to make. So in the place where you are, regardless of your situations, always have that mind that in this life, you are the driver. Actually, there is no driver who's going to drive your life. Welcome, my name is Nelson and welcome. You can subscribe, comment and share. Namshos Media, always we got you and we got your company every now and again. You want to achieve something, you want to go to a higher step, you want always to move up. That depends on your practicability of what you want to do actually in this life. So life is, if you look at it, it's like a spectrum. So it's like from a place where the way you move it, that is how it moves. Let's take an example of a football pitch. In a football pitch, there is players, and those players, what they're doing there, they are playing around with football. And football, that's a small circular ball that they are playing there. So life can be like that ball. That means where you move it, that's where it moves to. So you can move your life to whichever place you like to move it. You can move it to those places you want to move it. You can move it up higher. That it depends on how you kick that ball, by the way. So if you decide kicking that ball up, it goes up. If you want to kick it sideways, it goes sideways. If you want to kick it straight, it goes straight. What am I saying? I'm saying in this life, those decisions that we make shape what we want to be. They shape our dreams. They shape our views. They shape what we dream about. And also, they shape what we also want to make. So in the place where you are, regardless of your situations, always have that mind that in this life, you are the driver. Actually, there is no driver who's going to drive your life. Actually, you are the driver who will drive your own life. So you are the person who can make your own choices. There is nobody who's going to come to your bedroom, to your place, to the place where you live, to be able to make decisions for you. It is you as a person to make your own decisions, to decide for yourself, what do I want to be? What do I want to achieve in this life? So always have that in mind, that I want to achieve something. And when you want to achieve for something, don't just sleep, don't just stay there, don't just do nothing, do something. And something means something. Something means you've made a step. I want to take also a good example of those people who do marathon. By the way, if you want to do marathon, it starts with a single step. And that single step makes it a running of kilometers and kilometers. So it depends always on a step. And if you don't make a step, you can't compete in a marathon. So what am I saying? Like, we need to make these steps for us to make our progress. You can't stay at your comfort zone. You know, maybe some of us have some comfort zones. That comfort zones can be dangerous. They cannot be good always. Always make your comfort zone unfavorable for you so that you can be able to make progress. And progress demands that you have to make it very well about yourself. What can you do? What can you do? And how you'll want to improve in your life. Always start somewhere. Nobody starts up there. I've read several books and several examples of people and how they came about to achieve their things. And I came to realize one thing: nobody starts up there. People start from somewhere, humble beginnings, and those beginnings, they're the ones that shape people to become something in life. And there's also something very important that I have to say, that when you encounter problems and challenges, those challenges and problems don't come to deter you from achieving your dreams. Let me repeat that one. Those challenges and problems that you meet along the way, they don't deter you, they don't blockade you from achieving your dreams. Actually, they propel you to achieve those dreams. So that means always think big, always make big, always think of achieving something, regardless of what you're going to pass through, regardless of what you're going to go through. Just know that those something are going to shape you. That something is going to come in a way. So always just continue dreaming. Don't give up. Continue doing that way, so that your day, when it comes, nobody is gonna stop that day. So when your day reaches, nobody is going to stop it. It's going to just be there for you. It is waiting for you. So all of us, what can motivate us most is we need to keep going. Regardless of what we're doing, regardless of your situation, just keep moving. And when you keep moving, that tells you something, that you're going to a place. And when you are going to a place, it will not you not arrive in the middle. No, you go to the end of that place. And the second point that I want to talk about is that when we make choices, let us make those choices that are good and favorable for us. Let us not allow people to make choices. And by the way, people have views, and don't take people's views to be personal views and you make decisions based on someone's view. No, people can make views, by the way, and people can say things about you that should not shape you as a person. There is something that God told Jeremiah. Let me tell you something about Jeremiah. When God met Jeremiah, he told Jeremiah, I knew you even before you were formed in your mother's womb. What does that tell us? That tells us something about God, that he knew us even before we existed. That is our God, and God has always good plans for us. So therefore, let us not make people's views to come and haunt us and to make us make bad decisions. We always should make good decisions in our lives, because our lives are very important and crucial for us. Let us take them seriously and make them good and make them to be able to shape us. I want to reiterate and say, if we are able to make those decisions ourselves, they're going to make it, we are going to make it big, and we're going to make this life much easier. Let me come back to the point that I was saying about challenges. Something I can also make about challenges is, just take a good example of gold. You know gold? When gold is being mined, it is not taken that way to make those big things that we see around. No, gold is taken through some serious forms, serious complications, serious reformations of that gold. It's taken through very hot fire for that gold to shine in that way. It always looks good and nice. What does that tell us? It tells us something, that these challenges, these problems we go through, we go around, they shape us in one way or another, so that we can be able to fit in life, so that we can be able to fit when that success comes. So always let us remember that we have a future about, we have something to worry about, we have a life, we have a success, we have something to look forward for. So always stay focused, always stay informed, and always be ready to face them. When challenges come around, don't be scared. It is time for you to be able to make it. It is time for you to be able to make big and to be able to make it in life. There is something that I want to say about every test in life makes us bitter or better. Every problem comes to make us or break us. And also the choice is ours, to become victims or to become victorious. That tells us that life is all about us to choose what we want. It's all about us to be able to decide on what we want. There is something someone was saying the other day. Someone was saying that when the devil becomes obvious, it is not his best card. It is his last card. So relax. So that means when sometimes it is obvious, when sometimes things become so obvious and the devil becomes obvious in your life, that may be the last card of the devil. So he's always there, willing to test us. So regardless of what we face, regardless of what is happening around, you should not fear of anything. In fact, you should carry that one as a lesson and move on and move forward to the next chapter. There is always good news that comes at the end of the door. And also sometimes for us, we fail to recognize the good door that always opens, and we focus on the doors that have been closed. In fact, those doors that have been closed, we don't recognize them. We fail to recognize those doors that have been opened. Remember, when one door shuts, it doesn't mean all the doors in your life has been shut down. So that means there's some doors also that are going to come in your life. So those doors shut doesn't mean that is the end of your life. It means it does start. If you've not seen the other door opening up, always stay focused, stay to your true to your success, and always know that at the end of the tunnel there's something big that you're going to achieve. Make it clear and make life your lesson and achieve it yourself. Always remember, you have something to smile about in life. My name is Nelson. Continue watching Namshot Media, here and always we got you covered.